Hello guys, welcome to the next tutorials on JavaScript. In the previous lesson, I explained what JavaScript is and what it can do for you. In this lesson, we will go through how to set up JavaScript on your machine, the softwares or the apps you need to create your first JavaScript application. The way I'm structuring this tutorial or this course is I have been in your shoes before, how to understand the language itself and how the pieces come together. So the way I teach, I make sure I explain every bit of code that I write, and all my topics are related from one to another, so they are consistent. So if you feel bored, you can speed me up, or you can stick to the mood of the way I'm teaching. So without wasting much time, today's lesson, like I said, we're gonna install the most important tools we need to start coding. In the previous lesson, I made mention that before you can start writing your first code, you need what is called a book and a pen to write your message. So in programming, the book represents what is called the text editor. Okay, right. And the text editor is like an electronic book that you are going to write all your code. So out of this text editor, we have VS Code, Sublime, and Atom. These are the most popular ones. We also have the most popular ones, but for simplicity sake, I'm gonna use VS Code throughout these tutorials. Okay, so I advise you to stick with VS Code, or if you have your preferences, you can use Sublime, Atom, or whatever you want to use. Okay, but to be able to follow my code, I advise you to use VS Code. And the next tool you need is called the web browser, whether you're going to use Chrome or Firefox. Okay, so you only need these tools to start running JavaScript or to start creating your first project. Okay, so without wasting my time, let's first install the text editor. So quickly we can let's head towards the browser and first install what is called VS Code. Okay, so go to Google and you can even type in here VS Code. Okay, and the first result, Visual Studio Code text editing redefined. Click on it, and I'm using Mac. It doesn't matter the window you're using, so you download the one for your operating system. So you can select Windows if you're using Windows, or Mac or Linux. Okay, I'm using Mac, so I'll select Mac for my Visual Studio Code. Ideally, I already have it being installed, so I'm not going to install it again. So after installing it, go through the process and get your first software installed for your project. So when you finish installing, this is how it looks like. Okay, this is how it looks like. So I have it mine open here. Okay, so the next tool we are going to use is called the Chrome browser. Okay, let me say Google Chrome. Okay, let me type in full Google Chrome browser. Okay, hit enter and you see the first one, Google Chrome. As you can see, I'm already using Google Chrome. Okay, so you can go ahead and download and install and follow the steps to install Google Chrome on your machine. Okay, download the Chrome and then click install, and then you're finished. So this is what I'm gonna use. So as you see here, I have my Visual Studio Code. Don't be worried about my dark theme. Okay, it always works the same because I like the dark theme. Okay, so you can change the theme, whatever. So ideally, this is how you're gonna use. So let me go over again. The text editor, this one is where you are going to write our code here, and then to be able to visualize what you're doing, you're going to use the browser. Okay, the browser is where you're going to run our JavaScript. Okay, JavaScript, because JavaScript runs on a on a client side, that's a browser. Okay, so we are going to view all our code inside this browser. So where we can visualize is what is called the console. Okay, I'll come back to that, so don't worry. So when you open it, you can come to this icon here and come to more tools and then developer tools. Okay, and you have your console. So I have so many errors here, don't worry. So this is ideally what we have. I'm going to write our code. Okay, good. So if you are done with the process, I did this how we installed all the tools we need for our project or for JavaScript tutorials. Okay, so without much talk, we will end here and continue the next section. Next section, we will start diving into JavaScript. Thank you for watching.